Hi everybody, this is the Math 10C Exponents and Logarithms Review Package, and this is short answer number 26. And we're going to go through all these relatively quickly here. So we're supposed to evaluate each of these without using a calculator. Okay, so let's take a quick look up here for A here. This is 5 to the negative 2. Okay, now remember what the negative means. Negative means we're going to reciprocate that, so this is going to be 1 over 25. Now that's in the numerator. Now I'm not bringing that down to the denominator right now. I'm going to kind of deal with the numerator and denominator separately. And right here I've got the cube root of 125, okay? So cube root of 125. Now remember, 125 is going to be 5 times 5 times 5. So what I've done here is I've reciprocated this to get 1 over 25, and I've written that out. The cube root is going to pull out a 1/5 as a representative of those three, so this is going to become 1 over 25 divided by 5. And so 1 over 25 divided by 5 is going to be the same as multiplying by the reciprocal 1 over 5, and so we're going to get 1 over 125. And there we go, no calculator. B, so in this case B goes this way. Okay, 9 to the 3 halves over 27 squared. Again, because it's division here, we're going to be really strict about the order of operations. This is going to be the square root of 9 cubed over 27 squared. Now, I'm going to be, again, I'm going to be lazy about this. I'm going to take the square root first. The square root of 9 is going to be 3. Cubed is going to be 27. And this is why I waited to do this 27 squared here. I don't want to do that. I've got a 27 to the 1 over 27 squared. Okay. So that's going to basically be 27 to the negative 1, or 1 over 27. Whoops, sorry, I can't see that. There you go. Over here, C, we've got 8 to the 2/3. Now that means the cube root of 8 squared. 16 to the 3 halves is the square root of 16 cubed. Okay, and again, I'm really too lazy to do this the other way here. I don't want to square 8 and then take the cube root, because I know that the cube root of 8 is 2, squared is going to be 4, and the square root of 16 is going to be 4, cubed is 64. Okay, and then 4 times 64, okay, I gotta make sure I'm doing this right. 4 times 4 is 16, 4 times 6 is 256. That's the number that we're looking for. Okay. D. Okay. 125 to the negative 1/3 squared. Okie dokie. Well, okay, first of all, I want to deal with what's inside here. And I got this negative 1/3. So inside this set of brackets here, this is going to be 1 over. Okay, so that negative is going to cause a reciprocal to form. And then I've got a cube root there. So that is going to be the cube root of 125, which we know to be 5 times 5 times 5. Okay. Again, there's 3 5s in there, so I take one representative out, so that's going to be 1/5 squared, and that just becomes 1/25. And now finally, for this question right here, we've got 3 to the negative 2 to the negative 5 over 2. Now, in this case here, I think maybe it would be smarter for us to not worry so much about simplifying what's inside there. This might be an instance where actually we want to take a look at the exponent laws. And because I've got a power of a power, I want to multiply those exponents together. Because, and I'm choosing to do it this way in this case because this one really is going to be a simpler method here. Negative 2 times negative 5 halves. Well, the negatives are going to cancel each other out, but then so will the 2's, and this just becomes 3 to the 5th. Now we're supposed to evaluate this without a calculator here, and so we're going to do this in pieces here. Okay, 3 to the 5th is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Now I probably don't have to do it this way, but it's just going to make it a little bit easier for me. 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 3 is 9. This is going to be 81 times 3, okay, and then that's going to be 243. And there's our final answer.